might be a lie or it might be true, but I might have dropped this lens a bit earlier before while I was testing how this composition looks. And I might have it on video. And there might be a clip of it somewhere in this video. Just saying. Hey, what's up guys, Chris here, and welcome to this week's video, which is all about sound design. Very excited topic guys, and it's one that definitely requires some attention because it's quite important and you can literally make or break your edit process. Today's video guys has been brought to you by myself basically and Creatrix Visuals. Check the link in the description for the Creatrix store, since the topic of it is sound effects, there are a couple of those that are awesome and that you guys can have a look at, and of course something like my signature LUTs collection, which is the best LUTs pack that you can get. I'll have the links in the description guys, but let's take that all out of the way and get right straight into the topic guys. Sound design. Now, I'm not a professional sound designer, not by a long shot, but I have done my fair share of sound design, and I think I'm competent enough that it doesn't really break my edits or like my final concepts or short films or projects, whatever you want to call them. Now, I have 3 tips, let's say, or guidelines that I think you guys should keep in mind. And of course, all of this mostly applies to independent filmmakers. If you have a studio, again, it's kind of like, But for you guys that are out there, let's get cracking. Tip number 1. Have sound design in your mind while you're shooting something. It might be B-roll and you want to keep in mind those sweeping sound effects while you're doing your B-roll shots, or it might be that a scene kind of drags a bit, but you have the sound design in mind that is going to start building tension, and so when you have those things in mind and you're shooting something, you're already editing the sound and the movie in your mind, so you know that it's okay, we're on good track, this is how it's supposed to look like because of this and this and this reason. Now, tip number 2 guys, on your edits, when you import sound effects, etc., do not just drop the sound in, make it link between the 2 shots. So let's say there's the shot with the Lamborghini where the engine ignition starts and you have the oil pumping up and then the flame. These sounds, they do not just stay for the duration of that clip, but they bleed to the next clips. That way, basically the sound design becomes like the one link between different cuts of video, but the sound is the one constant flow that ears pick up. And that way, when you have a sound effect, and you're making it go out and go in a smooth way by adjusting the levels, that's where things start to make sense. And now, tip number 3. Do not be afraid to go excessive when it comes to sound design. Actually, I would say, and I've heard a couple of other guys mention this as well, that sound is actually more important than your image quality. Do not get me wrong, what's in front of the lens is insane important. But when it comes to the editing, if you're, let's say you were shooting 4K versus 1080p, that is a negligible image quality thing when compared to the importance of sound design. So do not be afraid to go excessive to a few scenes. Let's say there's a magic spell or like a truck passes by and the sound that you recorded through your microphone on the day is like, and it's okay, do not be afraid if the camera move at the editing makes it sound like it's not that, like, doesn't have that oomph that you thought initially. So do not be afraid to go like, you know what I mean? Then at some point you will have a very special folder that is like your best sound, and you will know where to go and be like, I want to shoot the scene like this, tip number 1, and I want to incorporate that sound, and I want to make it bleed like this to the next shot where the helicopter goes like. I hope I'm making some sense. Do I make sense, guys? I hope I do, because it sounds a bit like I should have had coffee before I woke up. and made this video. Peter, I need some coffee tips, please. Anyways guys, that's a wrap. Quite a quick video. I hope you guys got something out of it. 1, 2, 3 tips about sound design and something. Yeah, I hope you're excited for what's coming next. And do go edit stuff now guys, and let me know, what are you editing? How many hours did you edit this week? I definitely did not do more than 40 something. Anyways guys, let me know what you're up to in the comment section below. Check down the description links, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, stay creative. Almost wrote it that one time. And I did.